Hey everyone, welcome to week 2 of classes. I hope you all had a very productive week 1 and then it went smoothly for everyone. I have a quick course syllabus update for you guys to hopefully lighten the load and allow you to get more out of the course with this less is more approach that we're going to be taking this semester. So if you scroll down in our syllabus, you might notice that I've updated this here. This is moving from a really work-heavy course to more of a build your own story, choose your own path type of course. So I want you to choose the assignments that make most sense for you and your business idea, what'll move you farther on your entrepreneurship journey and to build up that idea, okay? I have required 6 assignments that you need to do no matter which path you take in the course. So these include the following right here. They're the student introduction, which you've already done this first week, the idea of a statement that's due this week, in week 2. Then you'll have a shadowing project that's due, a pattern analysis on customer research, pattern analysis on competitor research. Those will be following the customer and competitor discovery segments. Those will be required in the course. And also your final presentation will be required. But beyond that, all of the things I mentioned in the first course, we'll kind of go through it in a second, but those are kind of optional. So these 6 required assignments, cumulative, are 90 points. You're also responsible for attempting another 60 points in the course. Those can come from the sort of optional assignments that you can choose from, okay? Again, I want you to just pick out the ones that make the most sense for you and your business idea or the path you want to take through this course. What I'm going to suggest is to decide early, either this week or next week, which assignments you'll be completing, kind of check them off. That way you can plan for them, really work hard towards them, and have them in the forefront of your mind, and you're not scrambling into last week to get all your 60 points in, okay? So in order to help you do that, choose these 150 points that the course will be out of. I've created this Excel template for you. Make goals for yourself of which assignments you're going to be doing. They have the due dates, assignment name, the due dates outlined here, and the different points possible associated with each assignment. You can then transfer these points possible into the points attempted column for the ones you are interested in completing, okay? Of all of the points attempted, they need to add up to 150, as I've noted here. That way, you can also track in this column here how many points you've earned through the semester. This score, this number of points divided by 150 will give you your percentage grade, which will correspond to this same grading scale that we mentioned and looked at in week 1. So with that, I've also tried to make it a little simpler for you guys on the course schedule. I've outlined everything required in blue. So you'll notice the student introduction in week 1, the idea statement in week 2, etc., okay? All of these other reflection articles, the actual reflections due, those are all in black still, which means they're somewhat optional or open for you to choose from, okay? I've also updated down below here the assignment descriptions to give you a better idea of which to choose to work on, okay? So obviously this is required. So you'll notice here that I've outlined the different article overarching topics for each week that we have different reflections that could be due. So this first week you all worked on was entrepreneur basics, so getting in the right mindset for entrepreneurship. Week 2, I would suggest this set of articles if you don't have a strong idea coming into the course. If you're a little bit wishy-washy on which idea to choose, or you absolutely have no idea what business idea you want to pursue in this class, go ahead and sign up, or I guess complete the week 2 articles and reflection. So week 3 is a little bit more of that entrepreneurial mindset. I think there's an article on sales versus marketing in there, and just some more in-depth things, keys to entrepreneurship. Week 4, if you're pretty nervous or apprehensive about the customer and competitor discovery segments where you go out and you talk to the customers face-to-face, you have those really one-on-one reactions with them, and you're interviewing them basically. The week 4 articles and reflection are going to help you a great deal. Now the week 7 article is industry research. So either If your idea is based in the agricultural realm, I'll have some articles posted for you to read and reflect on, or if it's in a different industry, you can find your own articles or videos and reflect on those, how they relate to your idea, how you can build your idea from them. There'll be a very specific video reflection in week 7 if you want more industry, entrepreneurship ideas. And in week 9, you'll be learning more about pitching. So if you're really interested in doing the quick pitch in college or competing anywhere along the way with just presenting your business idea in a short amount of time, really scaling it down in depth, but also giving the most crucial pieces of information, this week is with these articles and reflection are going to be really helpful for you because you'll actually be creating your own quick pitch during this week. Again, the points here are the same. They're 5 points per reflection, and if you do all 6, you get 30 points. Now, I'm keeping the mentor mid-semester meetings in as well. You will still be responsible for personally handpicking a mentor, and then you're going to be responsible for setting up the meeting, and more details will come about what's expected from each meeting based on what you're kind of working on in the course. I'll give you some guidance as to what to ask them, what help to maybe ask them for, that kind of thing. So there will be some direction with these mentor meetings, but you will still be responsible for picking your own mentor, someone you admire, either their morals, how they conduct business, their work in the industry, that sort of thing. Your peer partner meetings are worth 3.3 points each to give you a total of 10 points if you do all 3. Now, again, you'll need to personally select your peers, and these need to be, again, people you admire, whether they're work in college or in the business world currently, that kind of thing. The different due dates are in week 4, week 6, and week 9 for these meetings. Again, I'll give you a little bit of direction as to what to discuss in the meetings to help you get the conversation started. The instructor meeting, if you choose to meet with me, it's in week 6, so about a little over halfway through the course. It's more of a to check in and see how you're doing on your work and make sure you're on track. If you have any questions you might ask, I'm going to give a lot of feedback on your idea to this point, and you can either sign up in person or we can do it over FaceTime, and that's going to be worth 10 points for that one meeting alone. Okay, so now on to shadowing projects. The first one is required, but the second one is not. The first one's going to be based on a business in your industry, and the second one is outside of your industry, a business outside of your industry. So that one is optional. If you have a great experience in the first shadowing project and are really looking forward to the second one, I'd highly suggest that because I know a lot of students get a lot out of both shadowing projects. There's an option here worth 10 points to discuss your final work with your mentor after the end of the semester, or right at the end of the semester, excuse me. And the product analysis is a more in detailed sketch diagram of your product as it has evolved, either your product or service as it has evolved through the semester. And then your branding project, if you're interested in self and business branding, really developing that up, this is a great project for you to look forward to. And then these 3 assignments are required, so we'll go over those in more detail in the future. And then this final assignment worth 5 points is the class and instructor review. So I'd really appreciate if you guys do that. If you've already reached your 60 points that you've attempted by the end of the semester and you still want to fill out a form for the evaluation, I would love that. And I'll just give you an extra 5 points to attempt as well. So down here again, you have 90 points of required assignments to complete. You have a total of 105 elective points to choose from, but again, you only need to choose 60 of those to complete. Use this template to help you narrow that down, as I mentioned before. Then your total course points are worth 150. I will go ahead and link this template both under this updated syllabus section here, as well as in week 2, where we'll be discussing it, obviously. So with that, I think that's the end of our syllabus update. I look forward to seeing what path you each choose for this class, and I hope you each strive to get the most out of it.